Hey everybody, Frankie Day back here on YouTube. Okay guys, this is video number 3 for my RAF bomber group build featuring my Airfix 1/72 scale Lancaster bomber, which is known as the Dambusters, the 617 squadron. American volunteer for the Royal Canadian Air Force's McCarthy ship. Okay folks, I got the link about 95% done. The other 5%, which completes the total build for the final reveal, would be the transparency, such as cockpit, gun turrets, and a few other small parts. Also your harmonic balancers for your stabilizers, and also your ailerons. They got to be on there. Pet-top tubes got to be installed. There's a few other small parts, you know, that are floating around that need to be assembled on it. But I'll tell you one thing, guys, this is a nice kit. I mean, I tell you, Airfix has got their game together in this Lancaster right here. It's a very beautiful kit. Anybody's got one of these in the stash will agree. There's no fit issues at all with this thing. I mean, the feller was used at a very minimum, not that much. Most of it's used probably just around the nacelle area, though. But other than that, it goes together like a breeze, not no fuss. And so I should have her done probably by this Wednesday. I'll have the final reveal on this, and so tomorrow I'll go ahead and get started on my BF2C and my second entry for Clamp the Mad Modeler's Go Big or Go Home group build. And I shall have a video of that probably on that too of Wednesday as well, so you have a double feature I'll be going to do it for you guys. Okay fellas, to my group build, I've got a lot of participants right here. I have a piece of paper here somewhere stating how many participants on my group builds. So far I got about the neighborhood maybe 14 right now, which is very good. And like I say guys, I'll take up about 3 months is about it. 3 months is more than enough ample time to complete the build. That'll give you fellas out there to finish up on your plate, because I know you guys got a lot of builds under your thumb, and so do I. And so ain't no foot race. Let's take your time, do it at a leisurely pace, and it's going to be a fun group build. We got a lot of them out there. We got Pens Man's Bunker made a beautiful video. He's entering the Halifax, the Halifax bomber, which is the Lancaster's companion, co-companion. And so I don't see very many Halifaxes being built, or even viewed on YouTube. But Ped's built a great job. I'm going to have a lot of problems with my computer lately. It's not bringing up a lot of my subscriptions, all the fellows who I subscribe from, so I can keep pretty much up with current events with their build. That's why I haven't been commenting a lot, fellas. It's something about, ever since Google's got their mitts on YouTube, they really gunned up the works. So anyway, they done something to me that's preventing my subscribers to be on my YouTube page. All I'm getting is movies and stuff like that, and that's nonsense to me, though. If I want to watch a movie, I'll watch a movie, but I like to see you fellas. That's the general idea of our modern community. And I've been catching up with a lot of you fellas out there. A lot of you guys I haven't heard for a long time, so I imagine you guys will. I'm going to have to go and find your channel there to see what you guys got shaking. Okay, guys, we're going to come over here and take a quick look at my Lancaster. And like I say, I got about 95% of it's done. You got the decals on, all camos on, it's painted. All it is a exception of small parts, and she's done. And I'll put her away somewhere nice and neatly so she won't get busted. And start working on BF2C and start catching up with some other things. So we got Blanche of Warren's models. My good friend, my good buddy, best friend across the pond. And he's got a couple good group builds coming up. He's got War One group build coming up. It pertains to anything military. Motorcycles, tanks, ships, airplanes, dirigibles, you name it. It's game. Okay, guys, I'm going to come over here and take a look at the Lancaster over here, and we'll take a buzz at this here. You guys stay tuned. You'll see us cam out over here. We'll take a gander at this at the Lanky. As you can see, fellas, right here is the Lancaster, is my Dambuster. I'll adjust this camera. I probably won't move around too much, fellas. And I got her done. As you can see, I got the camo on, the decals are on, and it builds quite nicely. And we'll waltz around with Lazy Susan right here and take a look at her, fellas. Like I say, this is a very beautiful airplane. I mean, 1/72 scale. I think this is it's probably the best out there, guys. It don't get any better than this. And funny thing about Lancasters, I got every scale there is on a Lancaster bomber. I got the 133 scale, and I've got the 1/72 scale, and I also have the 148 scale one too, Tamaya. Two are Dambusters. One's the Mark III bomber. And one thing about this kit, folks, it gives you options. It gives you either, it can be done as a Dambuster, a 617 Squadron, or it can be just a regular straight Mark III Lancaster bomber, minus the ordnance such as the bombs. A fully detailed 33-foot bomb bay is included in the kit. The dorsal turret's on there, and also the radar at the bottom, which the Lancaster incorporated in the later part of the war. The Dambuster right here, this is McCarthy's ship. He was American, and I had no idea that he was American. One of my commenters on there posted him a video too, and said that McCarthy was American. I didn't know that. I thought he was a Royal Canadian, but he served for the Royal Canadian Air Force, and he was a volunteer of the 6117 Squadron. The squadron leader was Guy Penrose Gibson, and the Mighty Dambusters was a hell of an airplane. The Lancaster was a very beautiful airplane, designed by Roy Chadwick. This actually is a runoff of the Manchester bomber. The Manchester bomber had a shorter wingspan, and it had two terrible Rolls-Royce Vulture engines, which gave the Manchester very underpowerability. And it probably caused a lot of mid crashes they used to have all the time. They had a lot of problems with Vulture engines, and they finally did away with them and went to Merlin engines instead. And in the beginning of the war, there was a shortage of Merlin engines. The Lancasters had the Pegasus engines, the radio engines, at the time, and they had a shortage of those, and I guess it was probably in the middle of the war they started coming out with the Merlins. And this here's a beautiful airplane. The Lancaster is I think it's of all the English bombers, is probably my favorite. She has a very graceful line, and Airfix needs to be congratulated for producing such a wonderful 1/72 scale kit. And it goes together quite well, folks. Just got to take your time with it. There's a lot of parts, a lot of detail. It even comes with that Ford motor right there too, which you use to spin the bouncing bomb that Dr. Barnes Wallace invented. So this is a mighty Lancaster right here, guys. I've got it all painted up, as you can see. The decal has been applied, and I got a few more decals put on there. There's some stencils need to be put on there. Wing walks, life raft markers. There's got to be decal too, and it gives you a choice of two. The kit gives you a choice of two wing commanders, and also a choice of either the B-3 bomber or the Dambuster. And she's a beautiful airplane indeed, fellas. You know, so I highly recommend getting this kit, guys. I just hope to God that our distributor over here can be able to work out something with the distributor in India, so I get some more Airfix kits on the shelves, because they're ain't nowhere to be found, fellas. You know, I went to 3 hobby shops I always go to all the time. So Frankie ain't got no Airfix kits anymore. They're all gone. It's a what's the date? The guys still got problems. Yep, they get rid of the middleman. I think they're going to shoot themselves in the foot in that deal. So eventually they'll break down and start to get a hold of distributors, so I'll bring them over here, because Airfix is really they got their game together. Their kit's getting sweeter all the time. Okay guys, the paint schedule on this is all 3-tone. It's all midnight black with dark earth and dark green. And what I did, I appreciated it after applying the last coat of primer, and allow some of that appreciating to go through, which adds a little blemish. It adds the highlights on the wing walks and also the excess panels for inspection panels and everything that goes to the wings and the engines itself. They've all been completely detailed by in low relief of the appreciating. It's a very delicate airplane, guys. You got to be very careful with this, especially the tail wheel area. The tail wheel is composed of 3 pieces, and so you got to be careful that you want to snap that. And it's a fun build. It's a very wonderful airplane. Okay, folks, I'm going to swing this camera around here and finish up the video, and I think I'll be out of here. You guys stay tuned, because here I go. There we be. Okay, guys, this concludes video number 3 of my Royal RAF Bomber Group build. So we got some other fellows will probably be posting some of their builds up. Big matter, incidentally, we got Warren. He's got a Sea Vixen 1/48 scale by Airfix. I'm gonna get me one of them, and he's got that underway. And she's on a downhill slide of that, and so am I on my Lancaster. I don't know about him and I, but we're on the same mojo. We'll probably finish up by the same time. And he'll probably, after he finishes up my group build, he'll go ahead and probably introduce his 2 group builds he's got. He's got a Typhoon, a 1/24 scale Airfix Typhoon buddy build, and he sent me one 1/24 scale. It should be here any time now. I'll make a review of that, and also a shout out to Warren. And God bless him. And God bless all you fellas. You guys are great guys out there. You know, this modeling community has actually turned into a family ordeal. And I've always been a family man, so that's a very good plus benefit for YouTube. Okay, folks. We got Clint, also the Mad Modeler. He commented on one of my videos. Is it permissible to put a helo in there? Well, I can't see why not, so must not forget choppers. So choppers will work just as well too for the Royal Air Force. And they carry ordnance and everything like that too, so they actually supersede the bomber too in a lot of ways. So it'd be quite alright, fellas. You guys got helicopters in the Royal Air Force like that? That's okay, fellas. You got my stamp of approval. Okay, guys, it's time for me to waltz out of here right now. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and may God bless. We'll catch you guys on the next video, so stay tuned on the final reveal for my Lancaster on my RAF Bomber Group build. I should have that done by this Wednesday, and I also have another video on the back of that on my BF2C Helldiver. Okay, guys, take care. Thank you for tuning in. May God bless. Please subscribe. Happy modeling. Bye, boys.